Don't stop. A family shop. Think Thayer. Come on, let's get rolling. Come on, let's get moving. Think Thayer.
Well, I'm proud of our effort. It was much better than last time out. I mean, we were diving on the floor, got a lot of floor burns today, got a lot of loose balls, made some shots when we needed to, even Steven with them through 3.5 quarters. So again, ran into a little bit of a stretch where they went to half-court trap that we'd worked on, and we have had success against it again in the past when another team ran it. Today, it stalemated us a little bit or stagnated our possessions for 3 consecutive times, and then gave up some scores at the other end. So we were doing a good job of getting a score, stop. It was really balanced, considering we're without Ashley Tunstall, a starter. Played with some 4 guards today. We're in foul trouble. Abby Siefker went out early on in the third quarter, so we lost some height with that. But proud of our effort. We wanted to get 10 threes today, close to that mark. But this is a first place team in the West. As I said, it was even Steven through 3 quarters, and proud of our effort because it was better than last game, and it was better than the game before, and it was 56-52 with 5 minutes to go, and we scored 4 points in the last 5 minutes, and we're fouling there at the end, and made a couple silly turnovers and a couple of our specialty plays at the end, but we had people playing out of position due to the injuries that we've incurred today and in the previous week, so I can't ask for anything more. I will say this, Nathalie Fontaine is along with Kiki Lampkins, and in my opinion so far from those 2 teams that we played, are Player of the Year candidates, and Fontaine's averaging over 20. She's one of the most offensively efficient players in the conference, and we held her to 12. Rolled the dice with their freshman European point guard. She's only made 5 threes on the year, and she made 3 today. She's averaging 5 points and dropped an 18. We did a couple different things defensively to try and take away others, thinking that she would be hesitant to score, and when she saw the open lane, she got in a couple drives, but that's what we wanted to give up in order to make sure that Fontaine didn't have a career day. So got points from the bench today with Santoro, Puck, and Kirkpatrick, and that's what we had been missing in the past couple of games, so I was happy with that. But again, proud of our effort. It's getting better, but we're not playing with a full roster right now with our injuries, and we'll get those kids back. Don't know when, but we'll get them back, and I think that will help in our rotation. Questions?
Did you just playing off what you said with the effort? If you just look at the box score, obviously another double-digit loss, but is that, I don't know, is it fair to look at it that way? Does this one feel very different from pretty much?
Well, again, I mean, it's tied after the first quarter. I mean, it's literally just a 3-minute stretch in that second quarter, and it's even. And again, it was just, I can break it down to 3 possessions, and they got 2 threes and a 2 on those 3 possessions, and we came up empty. And I mean, that's pretty much the difference in the game. And then we got a foul at the end, and they made some free throws, obviously. But again, they're playing with everybody, and we're missing some kids. So it was a much closer game than the score indicated. But they're a really talented team. I thought we gave them all we had with the kids that we have dressed today. And again, proud of the effort, but. Again, MAC conference didn't do us any favors with who we're playing. We knew this would be a tough stretch, even though these games are at home. But having some injuries has hurt. So we got to rally again. We're Wednesday, Saturday from the rest of the way through March, and we've got to continue to play and give the effort that we had tonight. And I believe they'll do that.
The last 4 minutes, you talked about silly turnovers, their half-court trap work. You didn't have maybe as many players as you want. Was part of the fallout that you weren't able to be successful was the youth that you have, that they haven't been in this situation before?
You can look at it that way, but we've practiced against it again, and they were doing their kind of half-court trap, really predominantly in the second quarter, and I thought we had good looks and didn't make it. But we were screening the ball well in the fourth quarter with 4 guards and 1 post in there, and I thought we could execute well against that. So I wouldn't look at youth as a reason for the lapse. I mean, we're in mid-January. These kids don't know the plays, and they're expected to step up. And we got contributions from Santoro, Kirkpatrick, Puck off the bench. Puck's playing out of position today for most of the game, and I thought she was really effective and did a good job on Fontaine when our other posts were in there as well to contain her to 12. But she battled. She's going to be bruised after today's game, but happy with her effort. But I wouldn't say it's a youth thing. It's again, we're battling just a couple stretches of minutes each game where if we don't get a stop, if we don't get a score, then in a consecutive stop, then we lose a little bit of that. And as much as I'm trying to save timeouts and for a potentially close fourth quarter situation, I don't want to burn all of them in that particular stretch, but we had to use a couple early on.